YouTube, EasyGoingMC back with another Minecraft video. Today, on episode 22 of EasyGoing Survival. So we've definitely made a lot of progress on this world. I'm gonna make this intro a little snappy. That's why I seem a little bit rushed right now. Just because I've been traveling in a different place, harder to record, but I'll have time to record at nights. But yeah, we've done a lot in between episodes. I've planned out quite a bit. But today we're gonna be deploying a bunch of stuff at our base, including building AFK fishing storage over in the industrial base and building a super smelter here. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to clear out this massive area and just build the super smelter itself. And yeah, I'll be back in just one moment when I've done that. And then in the next 5 minutes of this video, I'll be basically just explaining what I've done in between episodes, because it is quite a bit. It involves raiding temples, witch huts, and things like that, setting us up for some future awesome farms that we desperately need. Which you might be able to tell why, because doesn't this just look so much better than glowstone? I think so. So yeah, I'll explain all of that in just one moment. Sorry I sound a little rushed in this clip, but I'll be back in just 1 second. Alright guys, we are back, and we have finished the redstone and all the functional components of the super smelter. So I have a lot to talk to you guys about what we've done since the past episode, because I did have a week where I was doing stuff but not recording just because of circumstances. But as you can see, we have a fully functioning super smelter. If we go up the little ladder right here, and we insert some, what can we smelt? Like 15 stone. You can see that this minecart's going to load up with 15, head on its way, depositing stone in. Let's get up here. It's already done. And 15 furnaces. So there are a couple behind this wall that you can't see. It's already done though, as you can't see. And we have 15 stone in our chest right here. So it works like a charm. I'm really happy with it. But we want to make this look a little bit better. It looks really cool when all this turns off in like a sequential order. So it looks pretty sick. But we're going to finish this room. Let me just show you the palette. I'm going to start doing this, making palettes out for each room. We have our floor right here. Our possible light sources. I'll explain sea lanterns in a second. Maybe part of the floor. I'm not sure yet. Probably not though. For this build, maybe the gravel. This is most plausible. Then this is the least possible. And then this is the wall pillars, and then the part of the roof probably. This can also be part of the wall as well. So yeah, let's explain the stuff I've done since the last episode. So first, I raided 7 ocean monuments and managed to get, well, all this stuff right here, including this. So a bunch of sponge that we're going to be able to use. And yeah, we're basically going to start a guardian farm in the next few episodes. So that's going to be a big one. Many projects with the clear all the water in the monument, build the guardian farm, condition the area, see all that stuff. I also made a nether portal to a witch hut that we're going to build a witch farm after the guardian farm, maybe before. Haven't decided yet, but at some point we will. And yeah, I went mining a bunch, got a bunch of resources, set up a beacon here. So I'm going to start using this gray stained glass. I've actually changed some of that out here, so you can see it looks a lot better. So yeah, just keep that all in mind. In the next few episodes, one other thing is I'd like to start incorporating green hardened clay into my builds. I'm not sure how good that would look, but I don't think it'd look that bad. Quite frankly, I mean, let's craft some up. I'd like to kind of show you guys and see what you guys think. Because yeah, I think there's a lot of my subscribers are probably a little bit better builders than I am. I don't have that many subscribers, granted, but I see a few of you that are better than me. I'm not the best, so I mean, I can already tell this is definitely a very dull green. It could very well go. It goes well with these grays. Like that fits. I mean, it wouldn't be good like on a floor with it, but it could work. It could work with something. I don't think lime green would work though. There's no way. I can test that out on my own, but I don't think it'd work. So yeah, I'm gonna experiment with this in this maybe. Maybe I can incorporate a little bit into the ceiling and get away from that dark oak ceiling stuff we've been doing a lot. Like out in here, kind of. So yeah, I'm gonna experiment a little bit with this room, finish it up, and come back when we're finished, because we have a couple more rooms in our base to build today. So it should be quite fun. Sorry for this slightly ranty clip. I am trying to get away from my talk like this, just kind of timidly. I'm trying to talk in a normal, precise voice like this. So I am working on that and trying to be a little more concise and clear with the things I'm saying. Trying to talk a little slower. You know that I am a very fast talker naturally, and I tend to skip over my words. I actually I had a speech impediment when I was a smaller kid, so that's why I mispronounce things and kind of go talk really fast and kind of mutter and murmur and stutter like that a little bit. So yeah, just keep that in mind. I'm working on my speaking like this. I'm a very fast speaker though, if I don't practice beforehand. So just keep that in mind. But after I just ranted about how I rant, we're finally done with this clip, and I can finally get on with some real projects in this episode, like finishing up the Super Smelter. Alright guys, we are back, and I'm not sure what happened here. We're gonna fix this real quick. And yeah, we finished this Super Smelter right on up. It's looking fantastic, if I'd say so myself. I mean, I really love the lighting in here, the green. It definitely stands out, but it does work. It doesn't stand out in a bad way, I should say. I'm sure we could pick a different color, but you know, I want to make my builds unique, not just a bunch of grays and dark oak colors. See, this thing is basically just completely finished. I'm not going to do anything up here. I might throw some torches down real quick, just to keep it on, keep everything bright and lit up in my base. But, I mean, there's not much point to decorating this. I'm never going to really see this unless I'm putting some stuff in here. Which, speaking of which, I'm going to do a full test after this clip. But I'm 99% sure it's going to be functioning. But now we're going to dig out another room off in this direction. And it is going to involve, you guessed it, the build palette room. So we're going to have a bunch of different blocks that all could suit our palette at some point or another, all on the wall in a kind of a manner like this. Except it won't be as spread out, it won't be as big as a room, but it might just be a block and then a sign with a name on it, or right above it. So it should look pretty nice. I'll have it categorized by woods, stones, light sources, all sorts of stuff. You'll see in just a second. But I'm going to get done with that room basically, or at least have everything laid out, ready to be decorated. And yeah, I might just finish the room. I haven't really decided yet. I'll come back to you when I'm done. I mean, we're in summer now. I have plenty of time. Jam-pack these episodes. Sorry about that. So we shouldn't have any issue here. But this looks like it'd be a good length. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'll be back in just one moment. Oh, and also, I put gray carpets right here on top of the hoppers. The wool doesn't really suit my build style, but that's all I could really use. And quite frankly, I'm going to add that to my build palette. I think that is definitely a suitable color. But I'm going to put all this stuff away and get cracking on that. And once again, sorry for my lack of attention. I'm very bad at that. I do well in school. I actually do really well in school, in case you're wondering. But I don't have the biggest attention span when it comes to Minecraft. In case you couldn't tell already. I'm going to do that, guys. I'll be back in just one moment. Why did I click on that? I have no idea. Gosh, I have weird ticks. Alright, guys. Although the Super Smelter only took a half hour to an hour to build up this entire room, it is probably my favorite room of the entire base because this thing just works awesome. Smelted up a bunch of cactus, all sorts of stuff for this thing already. And it's working. It's so fast. It basically does as fast as hoppers can go. So I'm very pleased with the result. So yeah, I've constructed our build palette room, and yeah, it's looking really awesome. So we have a nice green ceiling. It looks really good. It's just nice and simple and bland, but it looks really nice. Right here we have our standard walls, and we have our build palette on the back wall. So right here we have our 4 wood textures, including, 5 including the door, and then 3 light sources that I consider usable. I guess we could use torches in some cases, but we don't need to put that down. The only one I'm a little unsure about is the glowstone, but whatever. And we have our 3 glasses, and we'll be mainly using gray inside the base, with a little bit of white, gray, and white thrown in there for good measure. And then with the floors, we have the simple texture of our gray carpet, which explains, that's why we have the wool right there. See, I think the gray carpet, it is a wool texture, but it does look nice in the corners. It fits for sure. Alright guys, so the next thing we're going to be doing is building this room up. So like this room, it's basically a crossroads. So it basically is going to have a hallway in this direction, which leads into that, hallway in this direction, which leads into our super smelter, and then a hallway like down in this direction, which leads off into some other room I have not decided yet. It won't be built today. But then after that, I'm not sure what we're going to be doing. I have to take a look at how long the episode's been. I think we have time for one more little project today for sure. But I'm going to build this room up and be back in just one moment. Alright guys, we are back and we have finished our little hallway room right here. It's not the prettiest. I think there's could be some modifications we do in the future. But I do like it quite a bit. Quite a bit. Not quite. So yeah. We have a nice, the standard stone brick wall of a ruined ceiling, kind of like what we did on the walls in here. And then we have the standard stone brick, chiseled stone brick, dark oak, and carpet floor. Just to mix things up. The carpet's kind of at the focal point of the room. That's what you see when you enter it. It looks really nice. I have to say I do like it quite a bit. So yeah, it's a very tall and grand room. It's a nice addition to our base. So guys, before we move on to the next project, I just want to look to see all we've done in this episode. So one thing we have not done is finish these hallways up, which in about 15 seconds, probably less, more like 3 seconds at this point, it will be done. Alright, so we've built this hallway just a second ago. We built first this awesome redstone super smelter that is extremely quick. I'm very pleased with. I mean, let's just take a look. Let's just take a look at how fast this thing is. Put a stack of stone bricks. Thing is filled up, and in just a few seconds we'll have them flowing into the system. That looks really cool. So yeah, in just a couple seconds we'll have stuff flowing in. We also built our pallet room, a very nice room with the green ceiling. I like it a lot. It has our pallets over here for the space. And if we hop back over to the super smelter, you can see already flowing in a lot. And then we built this awesome crossroads room. It looks pretty good. So we've already built 3 pretty decent projects in one episode, and it's not over yet, guys, because we have one more project to embark on today, and that, my friends, is I'm actually not sure. So I think what we should do is build something go over here. We should go work in our industrial base for a little bit. We haven't been over here in a very long time, and I think what would be best to do is we should probably add something in our little industrial area over here. I'm thinking a little bit of a redstone contraption. I don't really want to do any more building over here, but I do think a pretty nice redstone contraption in one of these areas right here could do something very nice. So I'm gonna cook something up, and I'll be back in just one moment. And I'm serious, it just be literally now. You have a redstone contraption. And I mean as in now. And I mean now. Alright guys, we are back. And yeah, we're over at our industrial base. In case you don't remember, we have our little storage room area right here. Along with this one over here. It's identical. We also have this room right here that I really like. I'm not sure about the yellow concrete, but this looks pretty sick. I'm not really sure why you can see this stuff so well. I'm not sure. I feel like it should be dark, but it's not. So yeah, that's that. Let's focus on this project at hand now. So yeah. So this over here is essentially we're rebuilding this contraption. It's called a useless machine. And basically I've cleared up this hole. I just need a little more space over here, but we have instant mine, so it goes quite quickly. So it won't probably take all of this room, but it will take a decent amount. It's not the most compact. Probably could be compacted farther, but it gets the job done. I don't really care because I'm not going to be really building anything in that particular worst spot ever, probably. So let's take a look at it on my redstone testing world. By the way, about redstone videos, I am working on them. They take a while to design, so I might do a video on this one just because it is a little quirky how it works. It's a little funny contraption. So yeah, if you just take a look at it, so you can see a piston that comes out, extends, and breaks the lever, and eventually that block comes back. It's really quite fun. I like it a lot. I think I might reduce this comparator pulse extender to a 1 before I make a redstone video about it, but for our purposes, this is all we really need, right? So yeah, it's really quite fun, and yeah, we're going to be building this on our survival world. The way it works is basically, we have a comparator pulse extender that comes up here and retracts this piston before the other stuff happens. So then this delay is 8 ticks before this piston pushes this out. And this is the exact same as it is down. It's 1 tick off of this. So then, basically, it just... Oh no, is it the same? It's a little longer. It's a couple ticks off. But it basically comes up here, and... Yeah, and then this piston right here is then right here, and that gets powered by this redstone torch because this block is pulled back and then it pushes it out really fast. So if we take that look in action, you'll see exactly what I mean. As you can see, it's pushed out, get a little flick. Very, very quick and hard to see, but that's kind of what it looks like from an aerial view. This gets slotted into a corner, so that's why we're building it where we are. There are designs where you couldn't, but this design would have pistons and redstone, and I didn't really want to have to deal with any of that, so I just built it in a corner fashion like this. So it looks a little odd, but it works pretty well. And actually, guys, what you could have done is something that looks a little like this. But we don't do any simple things like that. It doesn't look as good, right? Because this it's funny. It's pulled back, piston gets extended. It's just really obsessive and just pointless. It's a useless machine. So it's just a little funny. It's kind of a waste of resources, but we got plenty of it. So let's get on to our survival world and we can build this thing up. And I have a feeling I'll have to come back and check this thing out every so often. But I'm going to build this and I'll be back in just one moment when it's completely finished. Alright guys, we are back, and yeah, we've constructed that redstone contraption over at our industrial area. So if we head on over there, if I can quickly fly, yeah, we'll see that redstone contraption fully functioning. Before we get over there, I just want to explain a couple things about it. So I did have to make a couple changes to the circuitry, in case you're wondering, to make it slot into that area. It still works the same. Also, I plan on making a modification to it in the future before I showcase it. But yeah, I think it's pretty nice. I like it a lot. So yeah, it should be pretty cool. Let's take a look at it in all of its glory right here. Yeah, it just does that. You can place it back, and you can do it again. So yeah, it's very, very useless, but it does just add a little bit of a, touch and uniqueness to my base right here, so I do like it a lot. So yeah, that's probably gonna do it for this episode, guys. If you did enjoy, make sure you drop a like down below. Make sure to subscribe. We got a lot done in this episode. We did that redstone contraption right there. We fly on back over to our base. Shouldn't be that long. Oops. That's pretty cool. You can do that. So you fly back on over. Not sure which one's going in first. Okay, that works. Cool. Okay, so yeah, we fly back on over to our base. You can see that we did a lot in this episode. We did that redstone contraption I just said. We did this awesome super smelter that's working great. We did this build palette room. And we did this crossroads room. So the next episode, we'll be building our last crop farm, sugarcane. So you can look forward to that. But other than that, guys, I hope you have an easygoing day, and I'll see you all later.